hello everyone. Well, we are the proud owners of about 170 ton of rock, or gravel if you want to call it. They brought us 8 loads today. It's hauling about 22 ton loads what they were hauling, so roughly 170 ton, but they've got me graveled all the way up to the top. I put crush and run down is what we refer to it here. It's got, if you notice, it's got, I don't know, 3/4 inch rock, but then it's got that fine chat dust stuff in it, and once that gets wet, it packs pretty good. So those guys did a pretty good job spreading for me. I'll have to take the yard box and go around and touch things up a little bit. I'm gonna build me a little ramp here going down off into the bottom, so I'll have to come back and wire this down in there and cover that up, but I'll pull that loose material off of that first. But anyway, I'm gonna try to we're supposed to get a bunch of rain tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get above my road, try to get that slicked up and get some grass seed and some erosion mat put down on that. So that's the plan for this afternoon. In my previous video, I put a French drain in right here above the driveway. I don't know if you can see that or not. You should be able to, but you can see where the rock ends. I put about 200 foot of French drain, and then I run a tile down under the road. My hope is that I can catch all the water that comes off of this hill. I can catch it in this drain and take it across the road, because I've kind of got a valley coming down on the other side over there behind the excavator. I've got a valley, so I'm going to collect water and it'll get some speed to it, and it's going to wash across the road there or pond up here and go across. So what I'm wanting to do, hopefully, is I can catch that water in that drain, run around here and take it down the pond, and then everything over here to the right of me, everything over here basically is pretty gentle slope. It's not too bad. It's a little steep there, but not bad. But I'm hoping once I get grass on this, it'll sort of slow the water down to where it don't come and wash across me and make a big mess. So that's the plan. I'm gonna try to get this sewed above my French drain so that mud don't wash down in it when it comes a rainstorm tomorrow. Basically, 2 things I'm looking for is, 1, obviously, which way is the water? You're going to move the water. And 2, you're going to have to mow it at some point. So, obviously, you want to think about your water, taking it in the right direction first. And second, think about those little sharp dips and valleys that a lawnmower's going to scalp on. So, I'd like to try to keep everything gradual if I can. And that way when you mow, you ain't got those funny positions that you got to break the weed eater out. I'm going to carry some dirt around to my low places, and then we'll come back and try to slick everything up. I had an old dozer guy tell me one time, he said, Travis, if you're ever wanting to level anything with a bucket or a box blade, he said, always keep you a bucket full of dirt. That way you can fill the low spot. So that's the way these things are designed. But if you can keep you some dirt there, you can work it in your low spots and hopefully knock your high ones down. If you feel that tractor tire on a bump, you better go adjusting on that box or you'll miss it. You gotta sort of anticipate your tractor run your yard box off the feel of your butt sitting in the seat. That down there in the bottom, right against the road's wet. That's where water's been standing, so my tires are going down. So I'm gonna fill it up and change angles, see if I can get it prettied up. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. This stuff is so fine. It's so fine, it's hard to really get it slick. I'd like to have a drag to run over it, but I don't have one. I need to get some seed sowed, so I've got it pretty close. I think it'll be good enough to go grass, but if I had a little drag, get to drag all them little bitty lines out of it where that yard box is hitting, but I think time the rain hits it, it'll settle it down, and I think we'll be all right. I got it roughed in right here at my drain. You can see there's a little high spot right in here. I started to take that out. Then I thought, well, if I can get it to turn that water, if it makes it around, if it does make it around here, anything that comes here, it'll kind of catch it and send it in here. That and the fact that I don't want to fill my drain up here with dirt, so I'm just going to leave that little old high spot in it. It'll act like a little water diverter, and then after it dries up and I can get back on it, I'll come back up here and fix this. But if mud washes out in me here, it ain't as bad as washing it in my drain here, so I don't want to fill that full of mud right off the bat. So let's sow a little grass seed. For grass seed, I'm using a contractor mix. It's a 80-20 ratio. It's 80% fescue and 20% rye. So that rye, hopefully, we can get it to come up here pretty quick and get it to stay in the grass. So let's hope we can keep from having some real hard freezes here in the next 2 or 3 weeks. That way, get this young grass up. Get down about 25 and freeze pretty hard, have a pretty good frost. It might be rough on that new grass, so roll the dice. Hopefully it pays off. I'm curious about something. This erosion mat covers 8 by 100 feet, so 800 square feet is what it'll cover. I'm curious how many bales of straw it would take to do the same square footage and do the math on which way's cheaper. I think I paid $35, $40 a roll for this, but I can roll it out, stake it down pretty quick. The straw, if you've ever spread straw, you know it's aggravating, but I mean, when I get done, I'm gonna have a lot of straw to spread, and I'll probably have to rent a straw blower to do it, so I'd have to calculate that into the price. But I'm curious, it may be a little more expensive to go with the erosion mat. When you look at the time and effort, I don't know, you may come out. If anybody knows how many bales of straw it takes to make an 8 by 100 size that the erosion mat covers, if you would put it in the comments, I'd be curious to know. And not to mention when the straw all blows away and you got to redo it.